Due to the public outcry about the mandatory 3% PhilHealth contribution under the Universal Health Care Bill signed as urgent by President Rodrigo Duterte, the president gave a directive to make the contributions from OFWs voluntary. The backlash of this law caused a new propaganda to divert the blame and attention from the current administration, who authored and signed the law. This propaganda implies that Senator Risa Hontiveros was the one to blame for the shortage of PhilHealth's fund. Let's do a quick fact-check on this. This is Fact-Checking Pinoy. Like, subscribe, and share this video. It will greatly help us in creating more fact-checking content in our channel. In August 2018, several online posts started circulating. These posts claims that Senator Risa Hontiveros was involved in PhilHealth unauthorized bonuses amounting to 1.7 billion pesos. The said unauthorized bonuses were released in 2009, 2010, and 2013, or 2014 depending on which post you're looking at. The bonuses were for Christmas packages, anniversary, birthday gifts, and performance incentives back in 2009 and 2010. The bonuses that were released in 2013 or 2014 was for educational assistance amounting to 83,062,385 pesos. The said bonuses were all unauthorized because they were not approved and signed by the Office of the President. This posts accusing Senator Hontiveros' involvement in the PhilHealth corruption spread like wildfire in the internet and reached about 6.3 million people. Several lawyers and netizens were demanding for Senator Hontiveros to return the money that she allegedly stole from PhilHealth. Upon checking the facts from Commission on Audits, the correct total amount of the unauthorized bonuses was 163.85 million pesos and not 1.7 billion. All of these unauthorized bonuses were released in 2009, 2010, and 2014. Senator Risa Hontiveros became a board member in PhilHealth from November 2014 to October 2015. Commission on Audit stated that they already ordered the liable officials to return the bonuses totaling to 163.85 million pesos in August 2, 2018. Both PhilHealth and Commission on Audit refused to release the list of officials involved, but clarified that Senator Risa Hontiveros was not included since she became a member of the board after the unauthorized bonuses were released. The posts were proven as false news since there were no evidence presented, and they were also debunked by Commission on Audit who investigated the corruption case. The false news posts were spread by Crabbler, President Rodi Duterte Federal Movement International, Bong Bong Marcos United, phnewspride.blogspot.com, and the DailySentry.net, which has a history of publishing false and misleading news. If you're unfamiliar with those Facebook pages and news blogs, they are all pro-administration channels and Senator Risa Hontiveros is affiliated with the opposition. Coincidence? Just in case you still don't get it, let me reiterate. The unauthorized bonuses in PhilHealth were released in 2009, 2010, and 2014, during the time when Risa Hontiveros was still not a member of the board. She became a member of the board November 2014. How did she become part of something that happened before her term? Now, before you start calling me a paid yellow tard, and insists that all of the sources here were fabricated by the yellows to defend Senator Risa Hontiveros, why don't you present your evidence that proves otherwise? If there was any evidence at all, do you think that the president will just let her walk free and continue to criticize him? Did you forget what the president did to other senators who went against him? The fact that Senator Hontiveros is still walking free proves that all of these were just false accusations because she's not politically affiliated with the administration. Now that we've established that the news about Senator Hontiveros being involved in the unauthorized bonuses in PhilHealth were all false, let's take a look at the reason this misinformation are circulating again. Pro-admin netizens are trying to put the blame on Senator Hontiveros about the 3% mandatory PhilHealth contributions for OFWs, citing that it's because of her alleged corruption that was proven to be false as the reason PhilHealth needs additional funds. The fact is, the increase in PhilHealth contribution is in accordance to the Universal Healthcare Law that was signed as urgent bill by President Rodrigo Duterte back in February 2019. The implementation of the increase in contribution was gradual, that's why most people did not notice the increase until now that it jumped to 3% from 2.75% in 2019. To make it simpler, it's been implemented and it's been happening since February 2019. Now that there's a backlash from OFWs about the mandatory contribution, President Rodrigo Duterte, who signed the Universal Healthcare as an urgent bill, gave a directive to make the contributions from OFWs be voluntary. As of posting of this video, PhilHealth suspended the collection of contribution in accordance to the Bayanihan Act to Heal as One. Keep in mind that the President's directive needs to become a bill that needs to be passed before it can be signed as a law, before it can be implemented. If you would like to know the people behind the Universal Healthcare Law, here is the list. Let me just reiterate that this was signed as an urgent bill by President Rodrigo Duterte. This was reviewed and discussed before it was signed. The President had the power to reject the bill altogether if he thought that this needs to be revised or considered unfair to be passed as a law. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is Fact Checking Pinoy. Like, subscribe, and share.